Tarkir was the quick draft, as that is my cheapest and preferred method of doing drafts, but sadly that is going to have to wait. With that being said, I have a blue and a blue here, so we're going to jump right back in. As that is my only mono blue. First one up is mono blue versus mono green. Alright. I love it to get blue persistent petitioners, but I technically have one land, so we're going to try this again. Oh, man. This is arguably just as bad, because, again, I got 2 lands, but I don't have much I can do. Okay, here we go. Now we're good. Down to 6. Put a land back. Seeing Bristly Bill out this early is admittedly a big problem. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. So just mono green shenanigans. Oh, shit. Okay, I was like, how is she on the field already? I think I just get, yeah. Two blue spells on the field and both spells, so that's nice. Enduring Vitality is an amazing card. So many uses. I cannot sing its praises enough. Turning into a second persistent partition, like, because that gives me the ability to start milling them. That's a big problem. But now they're going to bring extra. The only good news is that this thing is a cast trigger, so they don't have that. Oh boy. I was not planning on blocking anything. Now I feel that it is necessary. Mill 24 for me, please. To even do that. No. good news is I got 5 blue creatures, so that's 5 for each of these 3. So this time, and I don't have to go down to 6. Wow. This is a much better hand. Yeah, let's have that's 1.2 petitioners. Call that good. Have you discard your hand? You draw some. I like that a lot. I imagine they're going to decline. Oh, I'm not blocking that. Cool. Got another land. I like that. You can't hear me. Yeah, it was kind of a pain. Yes, actually. Okay. Huh? No, just it was. Yeah, I just wanted. I was trying to test with it, like before I started. Yeah, appreciate you.
Okay. Why can... Oh, because of the map. I was like, why can they see a land? I was very confused there for a second. Ooh. Can I get... Let's see here. Let's go Fraying Sanity first. And that still leaves me with 4 mana? Okay, I like that. I like this a lot, because now I get to do this. Then I have the 1 mana left to sacrifice it, or to activate the map. I think I'm gonna... Actually, yeah, let's just crack the map. And put the land directly into my hand. Thank you, I appreciate that. They're milling me back. This is hilarious. Mill 24 for me, and then you're going to mill 24 more on your end step. Hey, you're welcome. I milled you a card that you can cast for flashback. Oh. I figured you would like this little matchup I got going on here. Oh! Okay, you're welcome, opponent. I gave you fodder to use from the graveyard. Damn it. Yeah, you're welcome, opponent. You're welcome. I gave you delve material. Oh my goodness. Oh, why didn't I have to mill that? I'm a little sad that I milled the archive trap. Beyond the rest of this stuff, I could care less. This one I'm sad about milling, though. This is one of the only things that's going to help me out. Because they have the extra turn, I kind of wish I had maybe waited, but... Oh, they only have 4. Oh, let's go. If I get one more turn, they're dead. They have 4 cards left in their deck. Yes, draw cards, draw cards. I don't care if it makes me mill. You're down to 2. You got 2 left. Huh? What is this? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, they discarded a card this turn. That's it. That's a wrap. Yes, they are out. They forced themselves to draw 2 and discard 2, and because of the enchantment, that milled them out on the end step. And then I think they just figured I will do it myself, trigger my commander, make myself draw, and just go out on my own terms. Can't say I blame them. But I only have 11 of the blues done, so we run it again. That's not a wuss. I often do the same thing. If I know you're going to take me out, I will happily take myself out first. This is a red thing. You are not a red mage until you have lightning bolted yourself in the face, rather than give the win to your opponent. We got 1 new card, and now another new card, I believe. Beautiful starting hand. Yep, another new card. Oh, wow. Great flavor text. Oh, yeah, go ahead and crack your fetch land. It is still a loss, I agree. Yep, get your triggers. Oh, I drew another Petitioners. I love that. You know what? No. Let's get the Medallion on the board. So next turn I can cast a Petitioner and Brewvac. Actually, I can also do a Mana Rock into 1 Petitioner. I think I might do that unless I draw... Well, no. It depends on my draw here. That's what that'll depend on. Whenever this attacks, target creature gets +1/+0, which can be itself. Cool. Nice, and it has a blitz cost. I like it. I have a defender. Cool. Well, this can be a land, but it's usually not. Land for turn. No, I'm going to do the thing I mentioned because that'll kind of neutralize their menace a little bit. Let me get 2 creatures on the board. Neutralize your menace. Yes, the medallions are amazing. They are especially useful in anything that has multiple... It's just, as long as you have a lot of mana pips, Medallions are going to come in pretty handy. Well, pips and at least one colorless medallions come in very, very clutch. That's why all of these have little stars next to the mana symbols, because all of the mana symbols have been modified. There are 2 different printings of this card. I have both printings myself, but this is a good one. Eco hadn't intended to start a riot, but now that it was underway, he was having a lot of fun. Oh, they had removal. I once again get maps. We'll see if those come in handy or not. I know, I love the flavor text too. Oh, okay, I have this in my deck too. Cool. Good deal. Good deal. So... Oh, I can get him back out, but it will cost me in life. Well, who are we kidding? Anything worth doing in this game is worth paying life to do it. Shock myself. No. Bolt my face with Sulfuric Springs and get that on the field. Bruvac is back on the board. Exactly that. I agree. Life is a resource. This is very amusing to me that we've gotten this far in the game and they still have not cast their commander. At this point, because we have the Jolly Balloon Man here, this now feels like a hidden commander deck, and the Jolly Balloon Man is the hidden commander at this point. Because they've had plenty of good instances to get Zurgo out, and they've chosen not to. I was going to say, I think these are both going to trigger. Yes, they are. Okay. So that is a 3-2. Okay. That is annoying. I will just block here and take 4. They had to use it. I am okay with that. That means you had to use that removal. That is okay by me. Alright. Time to ramp. So... if I do that... then that... So many options on what to cast, so little time kind of thing. I think I'm actually just going to get more bodies. And just get to where I have 3 of them out. So I think I'm starting to need some blockers at this stage. Mainly because of this menace. Ah, that's level 2. Nice. Whew boy. And then of course these 2 get to give themselves or something else +1/+0. Really surprised he swung that, and I am going to kill it for that reason. I will happily lose a Petitioners to trade with that. Because now he doesn't get that goblin on the end step. Hold on. What? Oh, for crying out loud. Because this is a Devil Warrior, it doesn't sacrifice itself due to Jolly Balloon Man. So he just gets to keep this now. Shit. That's all I got for that is a shit. Okay. I hate having to tap out to do this, but gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get Bruvac back on the field. One good thing for me right now is they're nearly Hellbent. They only have the card they drew for turn, so they effectively are Hellbent. I'm now curious what they drew because they haven't played a land for turn, so they didn't get a land. What did you get? Oh, fun. And by fun, I mean shit. Because they were willing to blitz it in, which means... oh, they blitzed it because it's a warrior, so then it's not going to die at the end step. It's not going to be sacrificed because of Zurgo. Oh, man. This is bad. At a minimum, I'm taking 2 damage from the 2 flyers. That's at minimum. Never mind the rest of the triggers and what all's going off here. Oh boy. This one just sucks. This is going to be tricky if I even can live through this. I think I'm going to take 11 damage if my math is right. Yep. Go to 2. Interesting. This still sacrificed even... Oh, is it because it's a token? Yep, it's not a token, so that's why that didn't sacrifice itself. Oh boy, so I'm at 2. Well, drawing into that definitely doesn't help. The only good news is that I'm going to make them mill a few cards, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, it's not really enough because of the flyers. Yeah, put it in the graveyard. Well, let's take all the game actions I can here. Make you mill a whole bunch on my way out. Now the real question is how many blue spells that were also creatures that I cast. Ooh, okay. I got enough blue spells done. I actually only need 2 more creature spells now. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, that's right. I was wondering why it said 1 or 2, but yep. It has now reset. Oh, what the hell? It's a statue? Statuette. Excuse me, not a statue, a statuette. Words are fun. Good to know. Good to know. As far as what it's giving you. Alright, time to change it up a little. I needed creature spells? Yeah, let's actually cast... Let's play this. No. Let's play Pip Heavy. Let's go with that one. So I really only need the 2 creature spells. That's really what I'm trying to get done here. Let's see. Better question is, how does the hand look? Oh, this is actually a snap keep. It doesn't look the greatest, but the land tax combined with the mana dork makes it an instant keep. And because of the land that can get specifically a green for the mana dork or a white, because I know what's in this deck, I knew I could keep it right away. We are going to make this an expensive first turn. I'm going to spend 3 life to fetch into shock and cast land tax. This is an interesting effect. Cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card. You may cast it for free if it's a spell with lesser mana value. If you don't cast it, put it into your hand. So, at a minimum, you're getting a card into your hand. And that's the minimum. That's the worst case scenario. More than likely, you get to cheat something out, and you're going to run cards that let you see, or at the very least, manipulate the top of your library. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. Do I go Mana Rock? Do I get the body and get the mana like that? Yeah. I think it's always better to have lands whenever possible. Turn target permanent card from my graveyard to my hand. I will add back my fetch land and immediately crack it. So I have red, green, and white. I just need blue. I have a couple of black things in the deck, but not many, not enough for me to be worried about it. Yeah, let's get blue and white because I have a card, no, 2 cards in my hand actually that require double white. So we'll get that. And that also allows me to next turn, regardless of if I draw a land or a rock, or if I play this, I can go white, red, green, and tap this for blue, and a little help from Phyrexia cast my commander. Okay. Like I was saying, a little help from Phyrexia. Let's cast commander. I'm not going to play the backside of this enchantment tapped. I run it specifically for the front side only. The backside is just an option. If I end up playing this as for the backside, something's gone wrong. So, very well done on their part. They cast their commander into an open mana to immediately give it hexproof. Very well done. Trigger, trigger, resolve both. I'm actually going to take these. Let's get a blue and a white and a green. I will need to discard 2 cards. I don't care. We will need to discard 3 cards. Yeah, I'm going to cast crap before that. So let's get a green. Let's get the forest out. I'm not going to cast the thing I revealed. I'm going to cast Mana Rock. And now I just have to cast 1 more card. I have 5 mana, 6, 7. So I actually have 7 mana. That's more than I thought I had. Yeah, let's start getting some life back. Swing for 8 unblockable, and I'm going to gain 6. Back up to starting life total. Very well done on their part to be able to get rid of my commander, and that nullified my enchantment to boot. Decline. And that was, yep, that was Kogla. I had a feeling that's who that was. Kogla is a very powerful, very, very powerful creature. No land yet. Okay, cool. That's a 4/4. I can get that out now. Yeah, we're gonna cast him first. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 if I play a land. Yeah, let's play the plains and let's get Heliod on the field. Oh, actually, now I'm really happy I cast Heliod because that put this back in my hand. That puts Glasswing Grace back in my hand. That way I can re-enchant something with it again. Get even more value. As it enters, you may... Oh, okay, the tap one. Got it. Trigger, trigger, you make... Okay, cool. So that does work like that. Oh. That's... I am very familiar with Solve the Equation because it's a card I looked up recently. I own 1 copy, I think, but I think I only have the 1 copy. It's a very powerful card. And they added Pact of Negation. Very well done on their part. You cast a non-creature spell. 3 or greater, draw a card. That's nice. Activate only as a story, so you know if you have 7 or more in hand. Okay, they don't have that. Ew! Just, ew! Really powerful, really strong. My goodness, do I need to try to figure out a way to kill this thing. Yeah, I think I have to try to do that. Land for turn. It's going to be an island. I'm going to cast this. I'm going to be honest, this is a bait. Yep. I wanted you to counter that, dude. Oh, fuck off, Displacer Kitten. We've already had Phyrexia give me a hand once. Let's have them do it again. Yeah, what do you have, a Stifle? You got it, use it. Okay, no response to me flipping him. No attacks. Oh, they had to pay for their pact. I was like, why didn't they cast anything? That's why they had to pay for pact. Alright. Which means you probably don't have another one in terms of a counter spell. But I can just wait because of his ability. So... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Let's recast this targeting you. I could have waited, actually. I probably should have... No. Because by doing it now, I can ensure that my swing gets through. Cool. Oh yeah, cheated out. Oh, I do have enough. Now I question, do I try to do it now? Do I try to wait? No, I think I go for it now. So I have 6 cards in hand. Yep. Yes, I'm sure I want to target it. And I have enough to pay that ward cost. Okay. I figured they had something. That's alright. I made you burn the safekeeping. The reason why that's relevant is that now they don't have 7 cards in hand. They actually should not have played that land for turn, because then they would have still had enough. Oh boy. Oh dear. I am really happy they only have 1 mana left. Oh, that's not quite... This is so close. No, wait. If they don't have a counterspell for this, I win. GG's. Because now when I swing, my flyer has double strike, and they don't have a flyer. Oh, nice. Not only did I complete the creature spell one, I also completed the Simply Enchanted achievement in the process. Very nice, very nice. That much closer to finishing off the white color mastery. believe, yep. No, green is actually the closest because I have 9 instead of 8. Interesting. Then that is, yep, just the cast one. The only one I've done that so far in terms of cast 250 or 300 or whatever it is on all the spells is the red one because I already had a goblin deck. So, as is tradition, I have gotten wins with these two, so now it's time to switch it up. Let's go with the aforementioned goblin deck. Actually, I'm going to pause to use the restroom. Reminder for anyone watching to do the same and or to get yourself some water while you're at it. Be right back. Alright, I am back. Also located my furry advisor, my advisory council, and now the kitty wants all the attention, as she hasn't seen me all day, naturally. Now we jump in with the goblins. Ooh. I'm going to mute myself for just a moment while it's launching. Okay, this is a snap keep. Got an impact tremors on a stick. Got a couple goblins. And I've got the Skirk Prospector. This is a pretty solid hand. Oh my goodness. Seeing Howl Squad heavy here is very amusing to me. Like, my hand was already stacked as it is. I did not need to draw a other goblins you control get haste with a start your engines and a busted max speed ability. Yeah, let's just get that on the board. That way, next turn I will be able to cast Krenko and he will have haste, which is wild. And pass turn. Tap, add 1 mana of any color, spend only on a creature spell till on a turn target creature with power 4 or greater gets trample, and whenever you smack somebody, draw a card. I love this thing. This is I am taking a picture of this so I can try to acquire it for myself. This is amazing. I'm going to manually add the first one. That way I can ensure what gets tapped. Actually going to enter full control because I want to try to do something. Beautiful. Did exactly what I was trying to do. Now I'm going to exit full control because now all of the goblins that I just made can swing this combat. Because the heavy is giving all of them haste. Okay, with that I'm going to pass, because now I have an Anthem. This hand was already busted and cracked enough as it was. Now I have an Anthem creature, and another haste enabler on the board. I'm going to say, GG's, you need a board wipe, buddy. Oh, that's not a board wipe, but that is going to take out effectively half of my board. If he does it right. No, he did not. The smarter play, my friend, was to hit all the tokens, because then you get rid of 4 1/1s. Oh, man. Yeah, good game. I don't feel the need to do any more shenanigans than this. This is already overkill. Let's see. Yeah, that was overkill by 4, and I had the impact tremors on a stick. I had a goblin that would make that would bring 2 goblin tokens with it. Now that they gave me a stacked hand. It just didn't appear so because I only had 3 mana, but it was more than enough. Oh man. Those are the kinds of games that when you win them, you don't want to play the deck for a while afterwards because the hand was so good, was so perfect, that you don't even want to test it again. So off of that win, I'm immediately going to change. You know what? It was blue and red and then blue and green on the 2. So let's do the mono green storm deck next up. Ooh, Imskir. I've gone up against this, I believe, one other time. I would love to keep this, but I only have 2 lands, and this is a ramp spell, but that requires 3 mana, and that requires 4 mana to ramp with that. So we're going to take the free mulligan. I want to keep this one, but I cannot talk myself into it. I can almost talk myself into it because of the Bushwhack to search for my 3rd basic land. But that only gets me enough to 3 mana. That's enough to cast the Slime and to cast this where X equals 1. But I don't want X equals 1. I want X equals 2 or more. Because then I can get one of the high quality mana dorks that are in this deck. So we're going to go down to 6. I'm actually going to keep this one. Because I can easily say I don't need that right now because I don't know what I want to blow up and put it away. This gets me up to 3 mana because of these 2, and I have 2 different things at 4 mana to ramp me. I'm just counting on top decking a land, I guess, in my first 2 draws. Because my first draw, I don't have to have a land because I have this, and I have 1 still. But I have to... Nope, got it on the first draw anyway. Beautiful. Now the land for turn will put me up to 4 mana. With this, I can cast this or this to ramp beyond that. Actually, the sequencing is I cast this first, then use its free mana to help cast this, and go like that. And I think this has affinity for artifacts. Yep. Land for turn. Hulking Raptor. The other really nice thing about this is not only does it give me free mana, but it turns on the Ferocious here, where if I have a creature with 4 or greater, I get 2 mana. And now I have a creature with 4 or greater, it's 5 or greater. It's 5 in this case, so that's enough. That qualifies. We'll cast this, as I still need to ramp. If I get froze there. Okay, that's too bad. I thought I was going to have enough if I attacked this with this, but I don't. So let's just hit you for 6. My theory was here to cast this, attack it, cast the Awakened Skyclave, which will raise my storm count, which is one of the reasons this card is in this deck. But I didn't have enough to flip it and cast the commander. I would have been 1 off. And so because I was 1 off, I chose to just swing in for some damage. You don't have 4 or more, so that's not even going to be able to block. Or no, it can't attack. That's what it is. That's why this guy's cool. Because he can't attack. Doesn't say anything about blocking. Okay. So I've got 5, 6, 7. I've got 9 mana because of the 2 here. Now I guess I look at what I can get here. This is actually an instant. So let's go like this. Let's just move to combat and swing. Let's try to take advantage of attacking this for the storm count. Do you wish to block? You do, okay. I will actually pay the escalate cost. That way I can blow up the whip. No, because then I'm tapped out. I'm tempted to cast this, but I'm not going to. Because it would tap me out. It would return this to my hand, but it would tap me out in order to do so. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. What are you targeting? Oh, he had 2 to pay? Oh. He did not spend it to cast a non-artifact spell. Okay. In response, I cast Snakeskin Veil then, after you paid the ward cost. Suck it. Really did not want to draw land there. Now I will go ahead and cast this. Let's add Snakeskin Veil back. And move to combat. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to save that because there's a fight spell on it. We're going to recast the Snakeskin Veil, make Storm count be 3, then cast Commander. They've had all of 1 creature, and my board just did this, where I have all these creatures. Sacrifice 3 creatures, eh? Alright. That has an Eternalized Cause. That's the weakest one. Sack the Commander again. So what I can do is simply recast the damn thing. So 2 and 6 is 8. 1 more is 9. 10, 11 mana. And this is 7. Let's see here. So I got 4 to play with. Ooh, okay, I can actually cast both of these from my hand then. Probably a wise choice for them to scoop. I had 10, 15, 8. I have lethal sitting on the board before I cast anything. Before I do anything, I have lethal right here. I just now noticed that. I didn't realize that, or I would have simply moved straight to combat. Actually, I probably still would have cast all my stuff, but I would have been quicker about it if I noticed I literally had lethal sitting on the board. Very nice, though. Very nice. Another win for another deck. So it was blue-green on one of them. Blue and red was the other one. So is it enough? Time for the Is It deck. I do have an Ovika deck in paper. It is one of my favorites. More often than not, her ward cost is enough to keep her safe, but every once in a while people are willing to pay it, or it is late enough in the game that they have plenty of open mana in order to pay it. Have the game already. Felithar, that's one of the new ones. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quote unquote, how I like to say it. I will actually keep that because of these two. Also very pleased because, nice, because I have multiple lands that are kind of going to help me thin the deck a little. That can only really get that. Kind of debating some sequencings here. I don't feel like I need to get that out on the first turn, so let's get the other tap land out of here. You did a fetch land, I'm going to join you. Fetch land for fetch land, friend. Molten Tributary, the only other tap land in the deck. As this is the other tap land, the Surveil land. The only other land that can come in tapped in this deck is the Shockland, but that has the potential to come in untapped, so I'm not going to search for that off the first search. Alright. Got a medallion out. Got some cost reduction going. When this enters, it endures 1. Very nice. Going wide. I like. So I can go that. No. Let's get a body on the board. A little bit more substantial one. 3/3 flyer. Cruel Witness. I escaped, so why do I still feel like I'm being watched? Oh, goodness gracious. This is a bird horror. It lives up to that name because of the artwork. 2, 3, 4, 5, well, that I can count, confirmed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I count at least 14 eyes, and you could arguably count other ones. I'm just not counting them. But you could probably count them. Ooh, this is a fun one to draw. I added this recently, but I haven't drawn it yet. So I have 4 mana. So if I cast that, I only have 2 left. Oh, I think this was actually the turn to play the Surveil land, but it's too late now. I'm going to just hold. No swings, no nothing, just pass. Outlast, first strike, okay. Enters or attacks, you may sacrifice an all-net permanent. When you do, put a +1/+1 on each? Oh. That does not suck. That's pretty nice. The fact that it's on each creature is a big deal. It's not only one of them. Yep. Oh! I did not account for this thing giving everybody first strike, but good to know. I would like to flash in 2 creatures and say I'm going to take 6. I'll leave that on the top. I'm going to try to do what I can to return this favor and smack you for 7. And say go. I guess now I have to debate, do I cast the Leyline now? Do I wait to cast it until after I get Ovika out? That way I get chump blockers. Oh boy. Yep, I was going to say, and it's either or, right? Yep. So now everything gets larger. Oh boy. I'm not going to block that because it's trample. 11. There's 17. Jeez, this is a lot of damage coming at my face. Fuck. Alright, you are jumping in front of one of the 4s, buddy. Hate to do it to you. Sorry to have you go out like that. Jesus. Yep, not gonna bother. Let's now get that Surveil trigger. I don't need a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have exactly enough for her, and that's about it. I'm simply gonna sit here menacingly with 6 open. Oh man. At least it's restricted to non-token, but still. Oh, fun. Oh, hello, Advisor Council. Hello, kitty. Well, now's as good a time as any. Let's flash her in. Yep, I got 5 blockers. I cannot do shit about this. Yes, hello, Advisor Council. Yep, because I had a 5/4 that hit me directly that I couldn't. No, actually, I had a 5/4 and a 6/6 that hit me directly that yeah, blocking would not have done me much good there. Yeah, that is one of the only weaknesses with a deck like an Ovika. When the commander costs 7, if they can get you before you get anything going, that's how they get you. And that's exactly how that one went. Honestly, this is a similar hand to the last one, and this is a pretty easy keep. I've got 2 mana rocks. I've got the medallion again. I've got the Cruel Witness again, too. The only thing I don't have is I don't technically have my second blue yet, but actually the ingot can help with that, so not really an issue. Yeah, let's do the tap land first. Get that Surveil out of the way. No, okay. I had a feeling I should wait for my Surveil, because that first one I wasn't going to want to throw away, and I was right. Should have just gone with that gut feeling and played the untapped land on turn 1, even though I had no reason to. That's funny that I drew another card that required double blue. Alright, ingot it is. That way I can have that second blue I talked about. Oh, you bastard. So I have 4 mana right now. If I pay the 2... Yes, I will pay the 2 on principle. Because I will still have enough after this, so... Let's get the shock land and say ouch. And get a body on the board. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. This effectively counts for the 7th, so land for turn, I can cast a Vika next turn. Cool, good deal. I love casting a 5-drop on... Sorry, a 7-drop on turn 5. I love that for me. I said yes the last time. This time I am going to decline it. Try to cast the big bitch. I cannot pay. Take your card. Cool. They had nothing for it. I love the sight of that. Hello, kitty. Hi. Hi. Fear of Ridicule. Ew, an arena-only card. What do you got? Enchantments have Menace. Gross. Whenever one or more smack them, randomly exile a creature card. Ew! Oh, why did they have to get that, of all things? I'm not going to pay my taxes this time. One, 2, 3, 4 mana left. I will not pay. Once again, not paying. No, I would actually like the shuffle. And to be able to get the tap land out of the way. Swing the 3/3 flyer. Gonna leave her back. Oh, gross. I did not know that was gonna not even work, but I'll take it because I want the bodies and I want to untap lands. The annoying part is for some reason I thought I had flash or something I could do with the mana, but I don't. Copy of target creature. I wonder why that's the one they chose to copy, but alright. Ah, because it makes it a fucking enchantment. That means it's menace. Oh, you get 2 hits? Oh, that's stupid. Alright, good to know. Oh, because they have that fucking thing. This time I will pay for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so I have enough for him, but nothing else. Let's do that first, then. Not gonna pay. Not gonna pay for any of it. Go right ahead. Don't want that tap land here. That can definitely stay on the top. Take your card. Yay for Convoke. Right, that is a whenever trigger. No, I wouldn't be able to pay for that. I will pass from there. Oof. The Anointed Procession hurts. They were doing enough shenanigans as it is. Oh boy. There's a really good chance this is game. The ultimatums are nasty. Yeah, so I get to pick which card they don't get, but they get the other two. Oh. Yeah, I'm not giving you Omniscience. Not a chance. You can have the other two. The Sphere of Safety is particularly troublesome. The Go Shintai is annoying because it means I can keep getting it back if I manage to blow up any of this stuff, but yeah. I'm gonna have to start drawing cards right now. Technically have 10 mana as far as that I can tap for, but then I have this to give all my non-creature spells Convoke, so that helps a ton. Oh, cool, they went right to their end step. They must be deciding what to keep, because I don't believe... No, they don't have a no-max hand size. It would say it if they did. They have not cast her once! This whole time! Jeez. Alright, they decided what they're keeping. Draw for the turn. Now I remember what the hell's on top. I'm not paying for it. Decline to pay both. And for turn... Terror of the Peaks. You know what? Why not? I'll pay the 1. Oh no, I kind of wish I hadn't because of the sphere. I don't know how many enchantments they have. 1, 2. Oh god, almost all of these are enchantments. I just remembered that. A lot of these are enchantments, so until I can get rid of that, I can't attack them directly. So yeah, actually I might as well pay to prevent you from drawing a card. Terror might allow me to get through. I would actually like that right now. Oh, this is even better because now they get the anthem and it sees the anthem when they come in. That's game. Good game. Because I've got another non-creature spell, buddy. I can't pay for this one, but I don't care. I get my tokens and that's enough triggers. They chose to quit while the triggers were on the stack for the win. That's funny. I still win. I still get credited with one. But, okay. Always funny to me when someone chooses that as the option of, you don't kill me, I kill me. Always funny when that plays out like that. Let's go with the Choices deck. This is the next one I was wanting to play, now that I've gotten a win with that deck. Naturally, they decided you haven't seen enough arena-only bullshittery. Here's some more. This is a 3-color deck game. How was 2 lands of 1 color the best hand that I could be handed? Sheesh. Okay, this is bad, but at least it's 2 2-drops that I can cast. So that is marginally better, but nothing to get me up to the 3rd mana I need to cast my commander. I'm taking it on faith that I'll draw into it. This is the one I'm keeping now, easily. Sleep, gonna go to the bottom. Okay, let's do the shock land first, tapped. I have a shock, a surveil, and a fetch land in my hand. And I drew another fetch land. Let's just use this fetch land then. Let's get green and red based on what's in my hand. Wooded Ridgeline. Tap land, but it's fetchable. Now their commander is here, unfortunately. Whenever a swamp or forest enters, that's when they get to draft. Gross. Red, red, green, blue. So yeah, just green and blue. Pay all that life. Cast commander on curve. Say go. Draw for turn is an untapped land, which is nice, but I don't really need to cast either of these. No, I'd rather save it. So this is going to be the Mana Rock turn along with the tap land, the Surveil. Nope, that is staying all on the top. Pass the turn. Because they would happily double block and kill my commander. And I know if I would happily trade like that, trade these two to kill him, I know they would probably do the same. Well, the only good news about that is they had to tap out to do that. So they don't have mana to do something else. So I at least get that, but admittedly this does kind of suck. Now I only have to... Now the only thing I can do is recast him and wait. And they had more removal. Kind of expected, I'll be honest. But still hurts. Yep, take 5 more to the face. 5, 6. Alright, what are we doing if we're not trying to go for it? Let's finally go get a basic off of one of these. Just gonna be an island. Save myself a tiny bit of life this time. Recast him. You got another Swarmer removal? You killed him twice. You got a third one? Son of a gun! Put him back in the command zone, I suppose. Sheesh. Do that. Try to see if I can survive. Love that, because now that has to come in, and their commander's not on the field. Yep, that's lethal. GG's. I got nothing. But I mean, they had 3 different... Yeah. Kill spell, and then Saga for a destroy spell. I mean, they had 3 different pieces of removal. Sometimes they have all the answers and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about that except say, hey, you want to play another one? Oop, gonna mute myself real quick. This is a snap keep. You got 2 fetch lands, a surveil land, 2 2-drops, a couple of really big pieces of removal. What am I going up against? Tygam. Then you cast your second spell, copy it, then exile it with 4 time counters on it. If it does not have suspend, it gains a suspend. Okay. Okay. Okay then. Oh, I did not draw land, so now I have to debate. No, I'd rather get this thing on the field first. Yeah, I actually just need a blue. So it's going to be a basic and Gala Greeters. Go. They get their flurry, and it's on an opt. Very well done. Oh yeah, because you don't want to copy a legendary, because then it's not going to work, right? Oh, so they get an extra one, but they have to wait for it. Okay. And looky here. I am rewarded for my pick. We're actually going to gain life. I want the treasure token, but I'm going to gain the life. I think that's the smarter play. Yeah, Spectral Sailor. Love this guy. Oh, that hurts. Put him back in my hand. That just hurts because now next turn I don't get to cast something to trigger him because I won't have the mana for it. Yep. Surveil land. What's on top? You know what? I actually have more than one of those effects in the deck. We're going to throw that away. And I'm going to recast the commander. I'm going to give him a 1/1 counter at this time and swing. Because they are not going to want to block. And lo and behold, he does not. He takes the 2. Ouch! That simple, just ouch. Oh, I mean, if you're going to swing, I will simply block, let it die, and voila, he's undone. See, this is why I threw away the Unruly Catapult, because I knew he wasn't the only effect like that, and I immediately draw another effect that is cheaper, that does effectively the same thing. This time we're going to get the treasure token, and say go. Because now I just want the mana. Oh, there's an arrow. I didn't notice that. Really like the effect here, though. Oh, they tapped my blocker. Well done on their part for that. I will just block one of your 2-power creatures and call it good. Oops. I would have actually blocked that instead then. What did you cast? Oh, okay. Okay. Don't care. 5, 6, 7. Cool. Let's just get the commander out. Gain life. I can cast this, but I don't need it. And it would just burn my treasure token. I'm going to just say go. Do I swing? Yeah, I swing, actually. Because they only have the 2 things that swing on the ground, and I actually have stuff to kill the one and to block the other one already, so... Resolve all. Oh, wow. So they're sitting on a counter spell. That's good to know. How is that his... Oh, because one of the things came out of here, which that is your first spell for the turn, so they have their second spell. Nice. So they have two creatures that are now suspended. One just got suspended. The other one has 2 more turns. Damn. Just target creature can't be blocked this turn. That's a good creature to have to get a copy of. Oh, and you draw a card. Wow. And they smartly only swing the flyers. One good thing for me is that they only have 1 mana available. Which means I know that even though they have that face-up counterspell, they don't have enough to cast it. What the? Oh, this entered the graveyard and it has Jumpstart. Okay. Of course, I would draw a tap land. Well, the question is, do I go for the really big spell? Do I do something else? Only gonna pick this one, and I'm gonna try to bounce your commander. That's gonna lead to a lot of triggers. One, two, three, four. Oh, okay, I have enough actually. Okay. Let's gain some life. Be right back. Cool. Drew into a whole bunch of good fun stuff. Most notably the Restoration, which once I get a counter on my commander... well, that ain't happening yet. Once I get him back out and put a +1/+1 counter on him, then I cast that. That'll net me +2 in the land department. That'll be very helpful right now. They're naturally going to recast their commander. Yep. Cool, but that was probably... I think their commander was their second spell, so that means it's not going to trigger, which is useful for me. It helps. Finished off my water while they made their choices. They swing a big flyer. The plan for this deck is for these flyers to be expendable, so I am going to block and then ping you for 1. Cool. I'm actually very pleased to draw land. That's the thing about bouncing stuff to hand. It's very easy to recast it. One, two, three, four, 5 left? Okay. In that case, let's just get another Mana Rock out. And this. That way I have another blocker, and I start getting even more benefit for all my instants and sorcery spells. And let's make another treasure. And I will wave goodbye to combat. Once again, they get that flurry trigger. They have gotten countless triggers off that. They've gotten at least 2 or 3 spells for free now, I think. Yeah, because there's 4 spells right now that are suspended. That feels like that they had another one that they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, because they've cast Opt and Enter the Enigma. I think both came off for free. Actually, no. It was Opt and Repulse both came off for free. So they've gotten at least 2 free ones. No, 3 free ones because now the token and the normal one are both here. Okay. Have you block here. You're gonna block here. I'm gonna have you kill that, and I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna take off the auto pass so that way I can tap my Thermal Alchemist. And I'm gonna take 2 in the air. No, 3 in the air. I didn't realize I had 3 flyers. Okay. You made it so your creature lives, but mine also lives, so I could care less. Oh. Okay. Bunch of fun stuff here. Bunch of fun stuff. Actually, now is the time. I've been sitting on this spell. Now we're gonna cast it. Bounce your board. Yep, bounce all of it. Nice. They have a blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. And let's pay. Good impulse draw, actually. Let's gain some life. I still get the trigger because of the trample. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Kind of hoping for a land. I did not find one. That's okay. I think this is now the 3rd or 4th spell they've gotten for free with the suspend. Very nice, very nice. They're about to put another card on suspend. No? Interesting. I thought that was their 2nd spell, so. Oh, no, they got a free spell with their suspend, so their 2nd spell was actually Tygam. So, yep. That feels like a dig, honestly. That was kind of desperation. That's what that felt like. Oh yeah, they can't swing because nothing has haste, so it just immediately passes right back to me. They didn't even let me get a attack or start doing anything. But I mean, fair. I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 mana available before I play a land for the turn. Yeah, you don't want to let me pop off any more than I can already. Or I should say any more than I already had. Whoops. No, not playing the same one again. Gonna switch before I continue, but I am gonna take a little break first. I will be back in a little bit. Reminder that this is a good time to stretch, go get water, go to the bathroom.